Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach. Pinwin and I were trying to come up with a plan to get into this party in a sneaky way so we could maybe figure out who this bad person is that Shadow could smell. Shadow's too scared to go down there. We spend forever discussing it, and finally we all just decide to go down. I cast Telepathic Bond so we can all talk to each other, and we all go our separate ways to start talking to people and try to figure out who the baddie is. Rory came to give me my object that I guess will protect me from spells, but it looks like it was stolen, so thanks for nothing.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Why, hello.
Hi, Mom. My mom doesn't
Hello
listen.
to my mom.
doesn't.
My mom does.
My mom is incredibly non-supportive to not just me, but to you as well.
She's actively
All of our endeavors.
in opposition.
Yeah, I'm going to make my own podcast talking about how bad this shit is that I haven't even listened to.
320 Syndicate. It's not how it works. But yes, we are a weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I'm your host and DM, Seth, and around the table of the internet, we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Willem.
I'm Tomas, I play Tomas.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Pinwin.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure, and we are on episode 105 right now.
Wow.
You're always one off in some direction.
We are on episode 104
Holy
right now.
Wow.
Yep, that's right, guys. 104.
Ow.
The hits keep coming. At some point, we should probably stop acting so surprised that we made it to 104.
I'm always surprised.
Yeah.
We're just old as hell.
Wait, you guys don't wake up every morning and go, oh, God, I'm still here?
I made it. No matter what I put into myself, still here.
I ate 16 fucking McDoubles yesterday. So
I ate an unshaved gopher, hair and all. Still fine. Did jumping jacks this morning.
An unvarnished gopher.
Unvarnished. Join us at our $10 tier to see our childhood photos.
Yeah, for those of you listening,
Nothing sounded creepier.
we do have a Patreon. So if you are interested in supporting this endeavor, please consider checking it out, looking at some of our tiers. You'll get things, depending on the tier, like a sweet-ass grab bag full of merch or a swag bag if you're nasty. You can also, at the higher tiers, help develop NPCs. You can join our Discord server and chat with us on a regular basis, which is how a lot of our fans seem to want to spend their time, and we appreciate that. So yeah, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/D20_syndicate, and look over everything and see if anything, tickles your fancy.
I don't want your nasty bag. Get the shit out of here.
I like the idea of
that
grab
swag
bag.
bag, Dungeon Daddy.
I like the idea of grab bag being like someone, like we send the bag and then we like run over and we just grab it back. And then they don't get it.
Snag bag.
Grab bag, we grabbed it. You saw it, now it's
you.
ours.
Thanks for the money, idiot.
We're also discussing adjusting our tiers, so you might see something new soon. If you've been thinking about joining, keep an eye out because some of our things are going to be adjusted a little bit. So could be worth your time.
Mm-hmm. Bigger and better.
And
butter.
slightly different. Not
And wetter?
better or worse, just different. My favorite change.
Is very little.
Muggier and wetter.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
Do it.
All right, tonight's Around the Campfire question is, what word or phrase throughout your life has given you the most negative reaction?
I don't know what that means.
What's a term, word, or phrase that has really just ground your gears? Something that's pretty much the antithesis of what you stand for.
Okay. I
Oh,
thought
you mean
this
like
was the
how
other
some
way.
people hate moist?
Yeah,
I
like
do
something
like
that you
this.
use that gets a
Yes,
negative
that's
reaction
what I
from other
thought you
people.
meant.
That's how I was interpreting it
Oh.
at first.
Wait, give me an example,
I
please.
like this question. So like,
So like you said, like people that say moist.
Okay, so it is like.
oh,
okay.
I was
yes.
thinking like if someone
But your
was
character.
short, that like if someone called them like shorty or something, they'd be offended, like something like that.
It could be in personal relation to you or just in general. So if you would
Oh.
like to take that interpretation, you absolutely can. But what's the kind of the antithesis of your personal motto or a word or phrase that you just despise, whether it's because of how it affects you or just how it sounds? Pinwin, you can go first.
So, I really hate this word, can't. There's so many people that are like, Pinwin, you can't do that. And I'm just like, you know what? Yes, I can, and I'm going to try it, and I'm going to do it. And that's how I live my life. So, yeah.
So can't is the word that you
I
despise.
hate can't.
You
Don't
can't
even
stand it.
say it. Giving me bad vibes, Sky voice.
That's why you burned that copy of the Canterbury Tales.
Canterbury.
Willem.
It's not Cooterberry.
I've always hated the saying, a beholder in the hand is worth two in the bush. It doesn't make any sense. Why are you holding a beholder? Why are there beholders in your bush? I hate it. Stop saying it.
You had the delivery almost of an Irishman without the accent just now.
Gorbel.
A saying that I have always hated, particularly now, more than ever, is it'll all work out in the end. Because clearly it doesn't, and clearly it takes a lot of effort on our part in particular.
Pinwin down in the hole.
Am I right, Pinwin?
You're on it, Gorbel.
Gift from Sister Act.
Tomar.
So, I've kind of learned to hate this phrase, but it's something I used to say all the time before.
An acquired hate.
Before I had that scenario in the Beldorak play out, which started my adventures. I frequently used to say Agriman's beard, and I still find myself saying that sometimes. Like I'm trying to get past saying
Don't
it.
like that?
No,
You
because
say it
it's
so much.
Pinwin, get out. It's just something left over from my earlier days before I believed in all of this. You're not supposed to take the name Ackerman in any capacity in vain. I mean, but that's what my dad also did. He had kind of a potty mouth. Like, if you remember his diary even, he got pretty gnarly about Ackerman. But
His dad was way cooler than Tomar.
it rubs me the wrong way. But I find myself saying it, and I'm trying to stop.
All right. Very nice. Very, very nice, guys. Should we start?
I'm just imagining, like, Jesus, it's toenails.
Jesus,
Agriman's balls. I think that's what I put in.
You said dick, I think.
Oh, Agriman's dick. Which is arguably an amazing statement.
It was an amazing dick. Who can't lie? Forged of steel.
Pubes.
All right, let's get started, guys. So, when we last left off, you guys were outside of the training dome, the training circle there, and you guys had been trying to gather information about how best to go about finding this elusive traitor. And you had all been interacting with each other through the power of your mind, thanks to Gorbel's telepathic bond. And yes, things were going a little weird. Rory had tried to approach you with your gift, Gorbel, but somebody stole it off of him. And then, of course, Pinwin, as you and Shadow were moving through the crowd, Shadow noticed that Rory smelled like the bad thing. And so that's kind of where we left off.
Is telepathic bond an inherent bard spell, or did you got it as a magical secret, Mika?
I think it.
What level is it?
I got that at level. It's a 5th level.
Do you have 5th level bard spells, Lindsey?
It is a.
Oh, it's magical secrets.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a
Okay.
wizard's
Okay,
spell.
I was gonna say, damn, if that's not like the best one you've chosen.
I know,
So
and
good.
I thought so many others were going to come in handy,
Well, that is,
and they
been
were all lies.
one of the most handy
I mean,
ones.
disintegrate.
Yeah. Some-
pretty
Yeah, some
pretty
come into play a lot in the beginning. Like sleep is way useful in the beginning, but then as you gain levels, it's like pointless.
Well, I mean, magical secrets. She actively chose that spell,
Yeah.
and that was very smart.
Yeah, you guys
I did it,
get
guys.
a lot of
You
real
did it.
estate out of it.
Did a smart one time.
All right. So you guys are. So we'll start with you, Pinwin. Pinwin, Shadow has just told you that Rory smells bad. He smells like the bad thing.
Okay, and talk in my head. Guys, I'm so sorry. This is terrible. So, Shadow is giving me vibes that Rory is our traitor. So those pins, I don't know if we need to destroy them or just throw them really far.
Well, I don't even have one because it got stolen.
Oh, that
so-
works out.
Shadow said traitor?
He said that he is the bad smell. He's why he was scared to go in. Something's going on with him, with Rory.
Well, I mean, he just came from the Beldorak.
Remind me
So, I
what
mean-
bad smell you're talking about. Is that what the Beldorak? That's what he was looking for?
We don't exactly know.
He smelled the scrap of cloth that was at Durant's.
He also doesn't remember everything now. So I don't know if his memory's been modified.
Yeah, how do you know anything about Rory?
Because Shadow was communicating with me about the smell.
I mean, you don't know what he remembers. We were talking to him separately.
I mean, I think it's definitely good to have our guard up about Rory. Maybe, Tomar, can you do the restoration thing in case his memory's been modified? Because that might be helpful so we know if it's Rory or if, I don't know, someone, I have no idea. There's a lot of different things that could have happened.
We need to find Rory and take him and quietly question him.
Okay.
Adam.
Is anyone with Rory?
Does anyone see him right now?
Everybody except for wait, who's inside? Tomar and Willem are inside of the training loop there. So Pinwin and Gorbel, give me perception checks.
10.
Good thing I have good perception. 21.
21. So Pinwin, so Gorbel, you don't see Rory anywhere. There's a lot of people at this height. Pinwin, with a 21, you think that you see just kind of like the part of his shoulder and part of his head about 50 feet away moving through the crowd very quickly.
Okay, I think I can see him. Where should I take him?
Probably back to the temple.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. How do I take him?
How do you know where he is in conjunction to everyone else? Is anyone closer to him?
It looks like he's moving towards the outside, so the closest person might be Gorbel.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
if
just-
anyone can catch
I'll
him.
just ask him. I'll just say that Tomar wants to talk to him.
Okay.
He'll go for Tomar.
Yeah, let's do that. And just, act like everything's fine. And, I don't know. Oh.
Okay.
I don't feel good about wearing this pin in the meantime.
Well, don't wear it.
Should I put it in the bag of holding? But what if he blows up the king's body? We should do something with the king's body. It probably shouldn't be in my bag anymore.
Wait,
Probably
you suddenly
not.
think the pins are explosives?
I don't know. If Rory's bad and he just gave us all the pins, then
A smell can mean
anything.
We need to figure out what this means. I'm not
Yeah.
going to just think Rory's the traitor. We got.
I think Rory's the traitor because I've had no idea who the traitor is, and now this seems pretty traitor-y. But I don't know. Unless Shadow's the
This
traitor, he's not
seems
the
like
traitor.
a red herring.
Okay, well, we'll get to the bottom of it. I'll
He
just go
doesn't
and
even have
ask
red
him.
hair, Willem.
I don't know if I need to reiterate this either, and like, I don't know if anyone heard me the previous time, but Psycho is also not scryable. I don't know where he is.
He is not signed in to Scribe.
So
No,
if-
he was scried laying
Oh yeah,
in
he
his
was
bed.
sleeping.
What?
We just
He was
couldn't send to
sleeping.
him.
Why do
He
we
just
not
didn't
remember
respond
that?
to send.
Oh, right. Okay.
What?
But I still I still want to use my joke. He's not signed into Scribe.
Yeah. That was good.
Okay. Well, that's more assuring. But our friends are getting disappeared.
Can you send, so like in Harry Potter, can you send a send that yells at them? Like the
wake them up.
Ronald Weasley.
Hey! Ronald Weasley.
I like the idea of sending not working because they're just literally busy doing something. Like, dude, not now. Not now. I just made dinner. And they're like, oh, shit.
I don't have time to listen to Pinwin talk about stuff.
They have they carry a green flag and a red flag, and they're just like, decline.
Yeah, like a big cloud pops up with their face and like a ... like it's ringing. And they're just like,
No.
So what's the plan here, folks?
I'm going to go ask Rory to meet us all in the temple.
However, you have not seen Rory yet. You've been searching for him, but you can't see him anymore.
Pinwin,
can't
can you
Pinwin tell me
describe
where?
he is?
I could, right?
No, Pinwin, don't tell me. I'll figure it out.
It'll come to me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Yeah, if you want to describe the location that you think you saw him in.
Okay.
Pinwin.
So I'll go ahead and just describe the
Give me
general
a survival roll.
Okay.
To aid Gorbel in figuring out where exactly, triangulating the signal.
Point 2 clicks east of your current location.
It'd be 23.
23. Okay, so Pinwin paints a fairly decent picture of where he thinks he saw Rory Gorbel, and it's roughly about 40 feet kind of behind you and to the left.
I about face and begin walking 40 feet.
Okay. With your general perception and knowing where to look because of Pinwin, you spot Rory, and he's like moving through. It looks like he's looking on the ground as if he's probably still searching for that little bauble for you, but he doesn't seem to notice that you're approaching.
Okay. Well, I observe as I approach.
Okay. He's like looking on the ground. He grabs somebody's ankle and looks like he's trying to lift up their shoe to look underneath it. He's just kind of squabbling around on the ground there.
Right. Rory.
How's it going, Gorbel? Okay. Did you find the
Pile driver.
Did you find it?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
what's up?
I wasn't looking. Tomar wants us all to meet in the temple, now. We have some stuff to
right
talk
now
about.
with everything going on?
Yeah, it's important. We need to talk about some stuff.
Okay. What do you want to do about the brooch?
Well, I think this is more important at the moment.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just don't like having anybody steal from me or from my friends. It doesn't sit right with me. I work so hard on those. But yes, if it's important, hopefully we can find it. Maybe somebody can locate it with magic or something.
Maybe. But yeah, we should get going.
Okay. Are we waiting for them, or are we just going?
We're all going to meet there.
Okay. All right. Well, lead the way. Lead the way.
And I take off.
Okay. And you guys head towards the temple. What are you doing right now, Pinwin?
Did she communicate that she's taking him to the temple? Or did we talk about it? Or is that kind of assumed?
I think you guys talked about it.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and me and Shadow will make our way to the temple too.
Okay.
While also kind of looking around and just being cautious and yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception roll while you're looking around.
Okay. Man. They're slightly getting higher. That'd be 24.
You don't spot anything out of place, but you do feel like you're pretty focused in this task on because of the nature of what's going on. So you feel like if something is out of place, you'll have a pretty good field of vision to spot it. So you're definitely on the lookout for anything amiss while you head towards the temple. Willem, what are you doing?
I am going to continue to survey the arena for suspicious-looking persons.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
I was going to do the same thing. Can I do that as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also
19.
29.
Okay. You guys. Okay, so we'll go start with you, Willem. Willem, because you're on the ground and kind of looking around. It's you are familiar with moving through crowds unseen and kind of the general nature of how a cloak and dagger operation might work. So you're kind of keeping an eye out for stuff like that. You feel like you have a good handle on
Looking for the briefcase
the sort of thing
handoff.
to look for. Yeah. And everything seems pretty normal here. The only weird things were those big guys that you had just talked to, but they're not acting suspicious at all. You do see kind of around the inside of the arena. There's a group of people. You recognize them as Wolves Rest soldiers, kind of chatting, very cloistered away against one of the walls, looking like they're having a very serious conversation. But it's not necessarily suspicious. But it is about the only group of people that looks to be not enjoying themselves. Now, Tomar,
I was on my way to the stage before.
You were on the stage.
Okay, yeah.
So you're looking out over everyone, and you see, a group of soldiers, some of you guys as like guards, kind of cloistered away off to the on one side of the wall, and then far over you can see Gorbel and a few hundred feet away, Gorbel and Rory heading up the hill. What appears to be heading toward the temple, but you're not seeing anything in your immediate vicinity that looks strange. But as you kind of trace your path up along the wall, or on watching Gorbel and Rory, you see something. It's kind of hard to discern from this distance, but there's definitely a weird-looking shape on like one of the parapets of the wall, far in the distance, kind of surrounding the town. Looks to be maybe humanoid-ish, but just kind of standing there and staring out.
And what direction? Like towards where? What part of town?
They're on the wall. They're staring out towards this direction, basically almost as if they're staring at you.
If I were headed that direction, what buildings would I be nearby?
You would be kind of near mostly residential stuff, maybe a block or two behind Busty Belba's and the town square and things like that. But there's nothing like, well, there is the old Acolyte house from the Acolytes that you brought along with you to Wolves Rest all those years ago, that the ones who built the temple. That's pretty close to there as well.
If I teleported to the temple, would I be closer to it or farther?
You would technically be closer.
All right. So, I would like to try and use my passive perception while I address the crowd.
Okay.
To see if anyone has like kind of a weird reaction to what I say or something that I think is suspicious.
Okay.
friends from all over, thank you for meeting us here today. And I wait to see if anyone applauds me.
Give me persuasion.
Performance.
We will make it performance. So go ahead and give me a performance roll.
Yikes.
19.
Oh.
19.
With a 0 bonus. I rolled a 19.
Yeah, people seem to be paying attention to you. I mean, you're a big glowy dude, so you're easy to spot. But nobody applauds.
Jerks.
Expecting a lot from friends.
We are glad to house you in this time of war and strife. And we know everyone kind of wants to meet the wolves and talk with us about plans and whatnot. Luckily for all of you, later tonight you can do that very thing. Once the sun goes down and the minstrels play the strings inside of Busty Belba's Booze and Revels, you will be able to go to a meet and greet with all of the wolves of Moonreach. We will be all united, alone, defenseless, together, all in one place at Busty Belba's, and I'm like glancing left and right everywhere.
Give me deception since you're trying to pull a sneak.
Wow, you're rolling good today, Tomas.
Tomas.
I'm the opposite. But it's worked out because my modifiers.
I can't scroll through. It's not letting me scroll through all of them.
Just keep scrolling.
I'm going to assume I have 0 in deception.
Very likely.
Yes, 17. I rolled a 17.
And what's your passive perception?
21.
21. Okay. It almost seems as though people think of it as like a weird joke. You hear some people be like, like start to laugh a little bit because it's such a strange statement, and it just doesn't sit quite right as something that you would actually say. So people are kind of like chuckling and as if they're not quite sure how to take it.
Now, I'm not used to big speeches in front of crowds, but if you do want to meet with us, we are in the middle of an adventure and we are going to leave soon. If you want to meet with us directly and want to lend us your aid, that is the time to do it. And until then, we will be going about our business, getting our affairs in order. So please, if you want to see us, we'll all be together at Busty Belba's come nightfall. Thank you and have a good day. Belled, and then I'll disappear from the stage and teleport to the temple.
All right.
Somewhere Gandalf is taking a break from his pipe and just looking confused.
He's like, oh.
Gorbel, as you're walking up, I need a perception check.
Why?
Why not?
I don't know.
The cobblestones look extra lichen-y this time of year.
16.
16. You don't see anything amiss. You're kind of distracted with your task here.
Well, thanks for wasting our time, Seth.
Hey, the rules of the dice. Are you talking to Rory at all while you guys travel through the city gates?
Well, yeah, that would be weird if we weren't.
Okay. So how are you kind of talking to him? Are you trying to make everything seem normal?
Normal but urgent, not suspiciously, like, chill.
Okay, give me a deception roll.
I don't even know if that is deceiving him.
Well, you're trying not to let on that there's
Playing cool.
Yeah, you're playing it cool. Thank you.
19.
Okay. As you think that you're doing a pretty good job of making it seem like what you said was
Tell that bard to be cool.
Accurate. And it doesn't seem like Rory's catching wind that this isn't standard protocol. But you guys eventually make it to the temple, and you are surprised to see that Tomar, well, I guess, I don't know if you would be surprised, but he's already inside. You didn't see him fly overhead, but you have seen him teleport before. And then a moment or two later, I guess maybe a couple minutes later, Pinwin and Shadow enter the temple.
And we didn't find anything along the way.
You did not.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just think to the group really quick. I'll think to them. Rory doesn't know that we're suspicious of him. He thinks we're here just for an important meeting.
Perfect. Thanks, Gorbel. I think that's how we have to do it. So, am I bad copying this? Are we going right into that?
Why don't you can you use your baby snake?
Oh, I don't know. I wonder if he can do that yet. Or she. I guess I don't know what it identifies as, but...
Would it need to bite him?
I thought it was just a venom.
Yeah,
like
we
a,
just kind of squeeze it
drinking the venom.
Then I recommend we be honest with him.
out. So I'm not
And
bad copying?
implore him to willingly take some of the venom as a sign of good faith.
I think that's
Well,
a
I
good
think
move.
You're the only person who's going to be able to convince him to do that since you're his best friend. Or good friend. I'm sorry, I don't know where you guys stand.
Should I
He's
see
my
if it-
best friend,
Should I see if it...
granting me advantage on the roll.
Favored friend.
Should I? Well, I guess before we do that, I should probably see if I can squeeze anything out of this little thing.
Here you go, squeeze your snake, Pinwin.
Roll to milk a snake.
Give me animal handling.
Okay.
Pinwin.
The one
that's
time
fitting.
this is actually very directly appropriate.
And
If only I
really
was
wishing
Lewin.
Lewin was around right
Are
now.
you
know,
sure
yeah.
there's
Pretty-
not a snake
pretty
milking
sure I'm gonna-
skill?
Gonna
We
use
should add
that
snake
in the
milk.
bedroom. Roll for
25.
animal handling. To milk the snake.
25?
Yes.
Okay, so
You squeeze the shit out of the snake and it dies.
you bring the little baby snake up. It's in your palm, and you very gently kind of press your fingertips to the side of its face, and then kind of slip a finger right under where the tiny little fangs are.
Whoa.
And as you start to pinch, you can see that there's little droplets that start to form. So it looks like this snake does have the ability to use venom.
Okay. Does anybody
It
have
sounds
a,
like you've done
have a
this
vial?
before.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Does anyone have a vial or something? Glass? Cup?
Just throw it in your bag of holding, Pinwin.
We can't use it as a cup, Gorbel. Yeah.
You can use the tithing cup that's over on the anvil.
Okay.
Nothing sacred in here.
We wash it, okay?
So I'll squeeze some droplets into the cup.
It's like a stone
Okay,
cup.
give me history, Pinwin.
Oh.
Trying to remember historically
Didn't you
how
say
much.
that was your lucky die or your good die?
Hey,
And
it's
you've
just my
rolled
favorite.
nothing but shit.
It's my favorite. I rolled really
Yeah.
good for animal
Roll the
handling.
footage back.
Okay, no,
Oh,
I
my
didn't.
favorite
it was only
D20.
14. 8.
8?
8.
You don't remember shit, Mr. Moon.
You're not exactly positive. You've never seen how much goes in there before. So you roll a D6.
Go for closest.
There you
4.
go.
So you put about 4 milliliters of
Snake
Is that
Of
juice.
the,
your
venom
metric
juice.
or
Rory dies. 2 tooth.
and
those snakes are the #1 predator for gnomes.
It's not
never
even
experienced
truth
their venom
juice. It's
before.
like just poison.
They're all allergic to the
so yeah, you've
truth
got-
juice.
you've got about 4 milliliters in there.
Okay. All right. So Tomar, are you gonna talk to him about this or?
Is he here
And Rory,
just
like-
watching us?
Well, I was about to speak. So what's going on? What's so urgent here? Gorbel said it. We had to hurry. Is there something going on? Is there some bad stuff coming this way?
That is yet to be determined, my friend, but have a seat here.
What's going on? Or did somebody die?
No, hopefully not. But we received word that there's some suspicion around town, and we kind of want to, and you know about it, but as we were surveying the crowd, something fishy happened, and we wanted to make sure to do this the right way. I don't want to alarm you, but Pinwin's wolf smelled something strange on your person.
You're talking about Shadow?
Yes.
And he looks over at Shadow, and Shadow is kind of like glowering at him, and takes a few tentative steps back. You guys notice. Shadow, what's going on? Why do you? We travel together. We're buds.
Weird, being honest.
He's not okay. So Shadow probably can't understand you right now, but we want to ask you some questions, some verifying questions.
Okay,
to keep
yeah,
everything
absolutely.
safe. And
Sure, ask away.
well, there's another caveat here. We want you to drink some of this juice. I don't know if you heard about Durant's snake Ellis and what his venom is capable of.
Oh yeah, it's it's kind of a truth serum. You guys have used it plenty of times. I've helped you guys.
All right, well, we would appreciate it if you played along and humored us and drank some of this, just so we know, at the very least, that what you believe to be true is true, and then we'll go from there. For all,
All right, give me a persuasion roll.
Anybody want to aid me?
Yeah, I can. Oh,
Can I give you roguelike inspiration?
Well, I mean, is Willem here, by the way? We didn't.
No, Willem's still in the crowd. Are you gonna
Nope,
head this
I'm
way, or are you
posted
sticking
up.
there, Willem?
Looking for the suspicious.
Okay.
All right, I got 23. Now, if anyone wants to aid, it might be worth it for this.
Oh my gosh, you are such a beggar. Fine.
While you're just sitting there with your thumbs up your asses.
I mean,
I am trying to parcel out these inspos. Okay, take some bardic inspo. 1d12.
So 29 total.
29. So he seems a little offended mildly, but obviously based on you guys' friendship, he's kind of like, all right, if you say it's necessary, Tomar, I suppose I could do that.
All right,
We usually don't even tell people that we're doing this to them.
yeah,
That's-
it's specifically
that's
because
fair.
we're such good friends that we're doing it this way
Yeah,
and
it's-
not a different way.
it's really weird being honest. I'm gonna be honest about it. It's weird.
Pinwin, give him the cup.
Here you go, bud.
In my head, I just think, make sure he drinks it.
And Rory takes the cup and he sniffs it. Oh, is it not diluted? Is it just the stuff?
We can't add something to this for him?
Well, I mean,
mean-
I don't have anything here. Do you have anything, Gorbel?
And I'm gonna.
You have to have something.
I'm gonna think in my head. So I'm not positive this is the normal dosing. So
Okay.
just so you know, in case
I
any
pour-
of you happen like we're paying a really close attention to like how much Durant gives, but
Did any of us ever pay attention
we
to
always
that?
just eyeballed it.
I know. And he just was so fast, so I'd be like, okay, here we go.
It's fine.
So
This is fine.
he
I
just,
dilute it with a little wine from my wineskin.
Oh, okay. And he kind of like loosens his collar a little bit as if he's a little bit worried that he's going to, I don't know,
Die.
have to taste
OD.
something, yeah,
Oh.
disgusting or die, yeah. And he, do you want me to drink the whole thing, or it's just a little bit, or?
Maybe drink
Huh?
half first.
I mean, we want to know what works though too.
Well, then
So
we can do screening questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. That's,
At least you're using your drinker in arm.
no, yeah.
Wait,
At
is
the
the
very
wine
least.
bad?
No, the wine's fine, but it's, I mean, if you've got a delicious burger and you shit and even a little bit of shit, it's not going to be the best burger.
Well, that is a very.
I don't know what a
colorful
burger
Our
is.
analogy.
sanitation standards are not that high here, so I mean, probably all the burgers.
I'm gonna think to them. I know I just said this, but it's very possible that he was brainwashed and whatever he says he truly believes, in which case the truth serum won't necessarily do everything we want it to.
I wish mass great restoration worked. Or was a thing.
It is.
It is a thing?
Yeah.
I thought you just do it on one person.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Because it'd be nice if we did that with Rory and Shadow, because I haven't been with Shadow. I don't know what happened to him. He could be skewed. Rory could be skewed. Now that I've learned the ways of magic, like, memories can be tampered with a lot.
Although it'd be really nice if there was some way that we could detect, like,
I'm pretty sure Shadow's memory has been tampered with at least a little, because he doesn't remember some things, and normally he remembers, like, a lot.
if we could detect evil, which I think I can do, but not while I'm awake right now. I'd have to rest, but yeah.
Well, we gave him the
Please
truth
don't.
juice. We can at least
Try it.
explore this option right now.
Yeah.
Pinwin, you also should talk to Shadow and see if you could get more detail on what he was saying,
Okay.
so we know what to ask.
All right.
All right, what is your name?
My name is Rory Shockfuse. I'm from Roundfoot Town.
Who's your best friend?
Well, that would be Tomar Ironfist and Bedman, who works over at one of the shops. Well, he's dead now, so I suppose just Tomar Ironfist.
How many of us were working on the first automaton we used in Roundfoot Town when fighting
There
the creature?
There were 5 of us.
Yeah. Do you remember their names?
Yes, it was me, it was you, it was Bebin, who died, and then... Fuck, I can't remember the other 2 guys' names, but he
Pidgey
gives
was
them to
one
you.
of them.
Okay. he gives you the accurate names.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 231 years old.
And a ripe, young-looking 231, I must say.
That is a compliment that I appreciate.
How long
'Cause
have
I am
you...
very insecure about my age. I'm entering my middling years, so...
Ask him what happened at the Belderbrock.
Hold on, I'm trying to get establishing questions. How do you feel about living in Wolves Rest?
Well, Wolves Rest is kind of a secondary home, since I can't... it's starting to become my first home ever since all that badness went down in Roundfoot Town. And, I had an okay life in Roundfoot Town, but here I feel like I'm somebody. I'm an important part of a cause. So I guess it's very swiftly becoming my favorite place and really a home away from my original home.
Is there anything in particular you're not fond of in Wolves Rest?
Oh, I would say I don't like the laziness of some of the gnomes. They've kind of lost their spark, if you will, from kind of being away from their pursuits. Some of them just spend all their time drinking and not enough time tinkering, and that can be very frustrating.
How... okay, so when you lived in Roundfoot Town, which faction of gnomes were you a part of?
Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, I kind of towed the line and made sure neither faction felt that I was against them, and neither faction felt that I was necessarily full in. I was able to keep myself very kind of neutral, if you will. A regular avstand.
Do you like anyone in town more than a friend?
Well, there is Ladacia. She's one of the gnomes here, and me and her have been chatting for last couple of years, but nothing's ever really gone in a positive direction for me. She's her own beast. It probably doesn't help that she's also married, but maybe
Wait,
someday that
did
can
you call
happen.
her a beast?
She's her own beast. Yeah.
Beast?
Yeah. Is that not a proper term?
I mean, if you...
It's just a turn of phrase. She's her own animal. She's her own person.
Maybe stick with the person one.
Well, I mean, this is It's
I imagine that being a
it's
little
some-
off-putting to her.
It's some nomenclature, if you will.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
5 points a boon. We are not
Thank you.
determining political correctness right now, Gorbel. We are establishing.
Well, I'm just
A
saying if he's
line.
been trying for 2 years and it still hasn't happened, I mean, there's something getting in the way, and it's probably more than the husband.
He's got time. Now,
Does he?
Rory,
I'm sorry, no offense.
tell
none
us
taken.
the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you.
I would say that the time that I was convinced that there was a chest full of gems out in the woods outside of Roundfoot Town, down the slope of the mountain. I was convinced by my brother that I had to go out there and get it because I was the only one small enough who could fit in the hole in the tree where the chest was. Well, turns out that wasn't true. And when I got out there, they grabbed me and they stripped me naked and they threw me into the freezing cold river and laughed. And it was very embarrassing because everyone saw my gnome balls.
My tinkering balls. Okay.
Can I roll insight to see if, that really was his most embarrassing moment?
You absolutely can.
Okay. No one has yet. 16?
16? I mean, it seems like a pretty embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
Final establishing question to determine if this is working enough. When I first told you about Wirecrag and the legend of the dwarves, did you really think it was cool?
Well, I mean, you did sound a little proselytizing, we had just kind of rescued a bunch of people together. We were feeling like kind of brothers in arms, and so I was more polite about it than anything else. But you seemed really into it, which I thought was very cool. So I'm not big on dwarvish religions, but he seemed like an all right dude. So I was maybe I exaggerated my enthusiasm for it, but I've since come to know you, and I know how important it is to you, and I've seen some of the things that you've done with your wielding your power. So that's kind of cool. But I admit that initially it was an exaggeration.
Okay.
Sounds like the truth to me.
Yeah, it's
But these also
very honest
seem
seeming.
really neutral.
Well, now
Well,
we're getting into
we
the
were
good
warming
stuff.
him up, and I'll leave the rest of this to you guys, I suppose. But you're gonna have to use shadow to fill in these holes to see if we can get a whole picture here.
Rory, what are your loyalties to the Wolves of Moonreach?
Oh yeah, you're my compatriots here. We're working towards a cause that I truly believe in, and it allows me to mess with all manner of gadgets and try to figure something out. It seems like every week I've got a new project to work on, which makes me more than happy. So I'm very supportive of the Wolves of Moonreach.
But you're not just dedicated to the fact that you have a place to stay and a job and things to work on.
Well, I mean that definitely helps, but it's also like a sense of community here, and I believe in what you guys are doing. So,
Have you ever toyed with the idea of aiding an outside force or an opposing force?
what kind of opposing force are you talking about?
I'm gonna
Anything.
I'm gonna throw myself at him and yell, "Who do you work for?"
Oh God! But I gotta admit, you're smaller than me, Pinwin, but you can be very terrifying when you jump out like that. I'm not a big fan of the jump scares, but you that definitely increased my heart rate. I guess I work for technically the city. Or you guys. You're my employers. You provide me with my housing and my pursuits. So I would say I work for you. If I'm being honest, though, I'd really appreciate you not jumping out like that again. That's it. I almost shit myself.
He's too clean. He's too clean. I don't know if it's not working or if he's just too mean?
Pinwin, talk to Shadow. Find out what we need to know.
I'll throw my hands in the air and walk back to Shadow.
He's too clean.
He's bulletproof. I can't read on him.
Die.
Now you see how this conversation can go.
Oh, I always thought I was being pretty forthright on account of the troth ceremony. So
Back to my question. Has anyone ever approached you from outside of the Wolves of Moonreach wanting any of your services or wanting your aid?
I mean, there's people who've tried to commission me for working on stuff, but nothing in a nefarious fashion or anti Wolves of Moonreach. Let's see, Jan over in Arrowview. He asked me to develop a kind of a pulley system for him, so he could bring up the gate at night that surrounds the Arrowview, so that he can kind of protect himself a little bit better, sleep a little nicer.
The Arrowview has a gate?
And now it does, yeah.
Huh. What caused that?
Well, if you'll recall, well, maybe you won't recall, about a year ago, some bandits, while Jan was out visiting someone investor, someone broke into the Arrowview, and it was just his wife and his son at home, and well, luckily his son's a big strapping lad himself, so he was able to fend him off, and they weren't able to make away with anything much valuable, but kind of shook him, so he wanted to put up a gate, kind of so that he could draw it up at night and kind of have a curfew for anybody who's staying there.
Okay. How long were you in the Belderock?
Well, and the Belderock itself, probably not long, maybe a day or two, but I don't know if you could equate the where we ended up as being in the Belderock, but that was months, maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but a long time.
And who did you travel with while you were there?
It was me, and it was Smoozog, and Shadow here, and the old Mr. Chainbeard there, my Rorybot.
When you were there in the Belderock before and after you encountered that robed figure, how was Shadow acting around you?
Well, if I'm being honest, Shadow was acting a little strange. I know he got wounded during that fight, but it seemed like he was a little changed afterwards.
Why was he fighting? I would not have left him if I knew he was fighting.
You didn't leave him by choice. All right, well, you should question Shadow, and
I'm on my way. I'm just listening while walking.
we'll use that. Like, he said that
Yeah.
Shadow is suspicious right after the fight.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not so big in here that it would take you long. It'd take you a couple of seconds to reach Shadow.
I'm just
so.
distracted, yeah. Okay. So I'll approach Shadow and I'll start kind of interrogating Shadow, I guess. Should I give
are you gonna
Shadow
say?
This is
truth
getting
serum?
dark.
I don't know what the dosing would be for wolves. He's
Were you
honest
say-
with me anyway.
Were you
Okay.
saying that in the connection?
Yeah.
So Shadow can hear you say that.
Oh.
I would say just have a conversation.
Yeah, Shadow's honest anyway. Okay. Hey, boy. What we're gonna do is can you just kind of retrace your steps and tell me everything you remember about when you went to the Belderock?
Are we sure that we don't want Shadow to have any of that serum?
I mean, I don't know what happens if you have too much, but I don't know how you dose.
Well,
a
Shadow's a
wolf.
bigger creature than you or Rory combined, so he should be able to take it. If we want the full scope of the truth, then it doesn't make sense not to at least have him take a lick or two.
Do we also know if it work on animals? Does anyone know that?
Is there a check we can make or something?
I would say,
Like nature?
yeah, nature's a good one.
Okay. Oh my god. World's so bad. 14.
14. Also, give me a history check, Pinwin.
I had 18 on nature.
Okay.
I had, nice.
15 for history.
Quit sucking at life,
I
Pinwin!
know.
22.
22. Okay, so you guys aren't sure, but Gorbel, just at the cusp of your memory, you seem to recall Durant mentioning one time that it was strange how the effects of the venom work, because it seemed to be on like sentient creatures and humanoids, it acted as a truth serum, but on a lot of beasts, it acted as a paralysis.
Oh. Okay,
So
I
just
don't
give him
know
the cup and have him
when
lick
we
it.
had this. Wait. I don't. We may have been drunk. I cannot remember, but I am pretty sure I do remember a conversation I had with Durant about it not doing the truthies
Okay, yeah.
on
Then
beasts.
let's
I think it makes him go to sleep.
okay, let's not do that then. I was hesitant about it anyway.
Boy, I wish I prepared Zone of Truth this morning.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, yeah, so I asked Shadow to just walk through what he remembers, like all that he remembers from Belderock.
Okay, so he basically corroborates with what he told you before. They were there, they got in that battle, and things kind of changed. They took Smoozog, and then he it's kind of foggy, but then he remembers walking like into what is essentially some sort of doorway in his mind, and then he was with you guys in the Feywild.
Can you ask him if he remembers the state of Rory after the battle and how he felt about Rory, and if he remembers being kind of hostile towards him?
I'll ask that.
Master, I did not spend much time with Rory after that in order to discern enough, but I do know that things were changed after that. Everyone was more serious, much different than his personality is now.
I'll relay that to everybody. Maybe we need to give Rory some more truth serum?
I'll let you guys deal with that. I'm gonna go. Okay, so is Lance and the Construct still in here?
They're down at the get together. The construct is Mirluck construct is still in the temple, but Lance is down at the get together.
Wait, so Rory's Construct is not here?
No, it is.
Okay.
It houses Mirluck. Oh wait, no, sorry. Rory's construct is as well as Mirluck.
Okay, well, I'm going to go up to Rory's Construct. And I'm going to inspect it before I'm going to try and address it in Dwarven.
Okay.
But can I inspect it closer than I did before?
Yeah, give me investigate. And are you looking for anything in particular?
Anything there that seems out of place or wasn't involved when I was helping him build it. 16?
The only thing is, looks like now that you're kind of like going through there, with a 16, you notice that one of the shoulder plates has been repaired, and you can see that there's a big, looks like a scorch mark or something that the shoulder plate kind of was placed over, as if damaged pretty badly by something very powerful. Powerful enough to damage it, anyway.
I'm going to say awaken in Dwarvish.
And how does that sound?
Akamak.
And you see like a little bit of like light, kind of like flicker in the eyes, but nothing like insane. It just, that's the only reaction you get, as if there's like a very limited power supply flowing through an appliance kind of thing.
Okay, Rory, how does this thing power on? Like, what charges it?
Well, as far as I know, it's just always on. I've never had any issues with it. Once we activated it, it actually requires you to shut it off. Otherwise, it's always on, and it's just kind of moves of its own accord when I'm riding it. But it does when it's not. It's like a mount. It just kind of hangs out and waits.
Does it hang out like this, like looking like it's powered down?
Well, sorta. Yeah, it's just kind of. I imagine it's kind of like a resting situation.
I'm gonna cast Mending, where its armor was damaged a little bit. See if that does anything to it.
All right.
Just run my hand over it, and then if there's a piece broken, it'll seam together. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as it kind of like knits, and you don't see any reaction out of the construct, except you do hear like a from somewhere within it, there's a hissing sound.
Have you tried talking to this thing?
Well, yeah, I talked to it quite a bit at times. It was the only thing worth talking to, but it never talks back. What you doing there?
Trying to see if there's more to this than meets the eye. But you guys continue doing what you're doing. Has anyone heard from Willem?
And at that point, we're going to switch to Willem. Willem, so you've been looking around for anything suspicious, and at a certain point, you kind of like step up onto the platform there in the center that's been constructed to look around, because that's like the one area you haven't really examined thoroughly. And as you do, since I'm going to assume that you've been looking very, very focused on something out of place, you see far off in the distance on the wall of Wolf's Rest, you see like a shape, some sort of humanoid-looking form. Just kind of looks as though they are standing still, but you can't tell because now, well, not now, because they are facing towards the town. It looks like they're looking down.
And I can't tell if they're standing still or not.
And then you watch. No, you can tell they're standing still. You can't. You can't tell what they really look like, and it's really far away.
Basically, a
but you do see that they.
On the horizon.
Yes, but at one point you watch as the arm of the figure kind of lifts up in the air, and everyone needs to roll a charisma save, except for Gorbel.
Gorbel's the traitor.
Why? Why am I protected? Am I the traitor?
So that's 25.
Lucky 12.
That's a natural 1.
Oh.
Yikes.
From the guy that
Table's
already
cursed.
isn't charismatic.
So it's 7 total.
7 total, and then you got what, Pinwin?
12.
But I have advantage against being charmed, frightened, or blinded. Is that one of those?
Do I?
It is not.
Do I have something against being charmed?
It would say under your saving throws.
It's not charmed.
Charmed, I'm shit.
So, Pinwin and Tomar and Willem, you're each going to take 78 damage, psychic damage, and Tomar and Pinwin, you are paralyzed.
And I'm at 18 HP, so.
So you guys
Great.
suddenly, So what happens is, all of a sudden there's a flash of light, and all three of you feel like this, almost like electrical zap, but almost as if it's inside your own mind. And Willem, you like kind of shake off the effects. Tomar and Pinwin, though, you guys freeze up. You feel like you can't move your bodies, and you crumble to the floor. Gorbel, you see this.
I see the flash of light.
Yes, you see the flash of light, but it seemed like each flash of light was on Pinwin and Tomar, not like from somewhere else. It seemed like it came from their person.
What? I tune in to try to talk to Willem. Willem, are you okay?
I don't know. I just got put down by something. There's a big flashing light. I'm dizzy. I think I'm on the ground. I am not feeling good. What's going on?
Holy shit, that
Question.
just happened to Tomar and Pinwin.
Mechanical question.
Yes.
A paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak.
Can they
Correct.
think?
Can we think?
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Hey,
Guys, I can't move.
I can't move either. What happened?
Gorbel, you watch as Rory, like, kind of hops up and he looks at you.
No.
Really sorry.
It wasn't enough truth serum.
You son of a bitch. It was those little objects, wasn't it?
Well, I guess it
Gorbel,
doesn't
what's
matter
going
now.
on?
It's
I
Rory.
reach for the mask in my pouch, and I put it on, and I teleport to the temple.
Wait,
Teleport
is that blocked from
teleport
having
outside, right
teleportation in
outside
it?
the temple. Sorry. As soon as I said it,
Okay,
I was like,
gotcha.
"Shit, he has it.
So-
he has it protected." So I teleport right outside the front doors of the temple.
You suddenly appear right outside the doors of the temple.
How long has this been going on?
It doesn't really matter.
No, it does matter.
No, it doesn't. And then Rory erupts into flame, and just like that, he's a pile of ash and bone on the ground.
Oh.
Jesus! It's weird.
I'm so sorry, Tomar. What?
And I'm like, my face is turning red, and I'm trying to move.
Pinwin, Tomar, and Willem, I need you to give me another charisma save.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
12.
nice roll.
Wait. Oh shit, I may have used all of this. I need a rest real bad.
Me
I rolled
too.
an 18 for charisma
Okay,
save.
so that was
That's not going to be
Okay.
good. Considering I rolled
23.
a 25, the highest I could roll last time.
So, Pinwin, Tomar, and Willem, you're each going to take 61 damage, and Willem and Tomar, you're going to, Willem, you're going to suddenly seize up your body, like you can't move, and you drop to the ground right outside the temple. Tomar, you're continuing to be paralyzed. Pinwin, you will not be paralyzed, but are you still?
I'm down now.
You're down. So Pinwin is unconscious.
So balls. I haven't had time to heal.
Gorbel, there's a man outside on the gate, on the wall. They're doing this probably. You're gonna have to get out there. None of us can do anything.
Okay, I go outside,
Trip over
and
Willem's
I assume I see
limp
Willem.
body like a...
Yes, you see. Yeah, you see Willem.
like tripping
Willem
over
just
a
laying
pile of laundry.
in the street.
Spill him.
Spill him.
Okay, we need to get you inside. So I drag him in,
Mm-hmm.
and do I see that Pinwin is, like, no longer with us?
Pinwin looks unconscious. Yes. Oh, Pinwin. Yeah, give me a death save.
Pinwin's
Oh,
third
shit.
wake.
I think that was 9.
9. That is
A failure.
failure.
Okay.
So you have 2 more chances.
I
This
go
would
to
be
Pinwin.
the stupidest death. Oh. Tomar's like,
go to-
stay out of trouble, Pinwin. Doesn't even.
Literally
I
in the
just
safest
stood
place in
there.
our own fucking city. I'm safe here. Oh no.
Nowhere is safe.
Okay, I'm going
Who all
to
has BAM cards, by the way?
cast Healing Word.
Healing
on
word.
Pinwin.
Okay.
Willem wasted his in a moment of fiery passion.
Okay, I heal Pinwin for 16.
Okay. Pinwin, you are no longer in the throes of death.
Okay. And I'm not paralyzed? I'm just looking real
yeah,
bad.
you would no longer be
Now
paralyzed.
immediately run
Okay.
into danger and save us.
I'm going to take the pin and I'm going to throw it on the ground and try to crush it.
It's a landmine.
But I also look terrible. Like, I'm just like,
Your eyes are sunken. Your flesh is got
Yeah.
like a green sheen to it.
I'm just going to like throw my body over Shadow after that.
I think to Tomar and Willem, where are your little objects, the things that
In my
Rory
pouch.
gave you? I reach in and retrieve it.
Okay. What do you do with it?
I don't know, but I don't think they should be on the person.
Well, what do you want to do with it?
Well, I don't know. I need to get Tomar's also.
Okay.
Tomar, where's yours?
It's in an uncomfortable place. You're gonna have to reach into my backside pocket.
Pinwin, can you help me out with that?
I'm draped over Shadow.
just slowly comes into frame.
I'll have Shadow walk me up closer, and then I'll pull myself off.
Gross.
I'm not afraid to touch butts.
Got
I'll
a
go.
twofer out of that one. I was laughing at the gross, and then mid-laugh, she hits me with the not afraid to touch butts.
Why would you keep this here?
It's my best pocket. There's not many chinks in this armor.
I get it. It's okay.
So you were able to fish out his from his butt pocket the other little badge there.
Okay. Did I actually crush the other one? Like, did it work to crush it?
No, it didn't have any effect on it whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
I think we need to get these away from us.
I think so too. I'm gonna throw that one on the floor and try to crush it too, even though it wasn't successful. I'm just mad.
Breaks your foot.
The guy. Get the guy.
The guy.
Fuck off, Tomar. You're paralyzed.
Oh, God.
We're trying to protect you from dying.
I need to heal.
I would love to.
Gorbel, I don't want to leave
Okay.
you alone, but would you want to go ahead and then I'll heal and then I'll follow soon after?
Can Shadow come?
Does this feel like a curse?
It doesn't feel well. I guess. What do you mean by that?
Does it feel like the effects of a curse more than
A spell.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
Give me a. knowledge
we
arcana.
all were around Herstag when he had the cursed weapon and stuff. Arcana, you said?
Yeah.
20.
It kind of seems because since the badge has been taken off of you and you're still feeling the effects of it, it sort of feels as though it is kind of a similar vibe to a curse, as if potentially you might still have to deal with effects.
Can someone help me try and resist this?
I can't do much, Shomar, but I'll go ahead and I'll blow him a kiss and give him bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna try and can I try and resist it again? Or
You cannot yet.
okay.
Okay, I need to go get eyes on this dude.
Okay, if you need to take Shadow, just try and be really careful with him. I've been really working hard on trying to get him beyond the outskirts of things, maybe hiding and then stepping in when needed.
Leave your brooch here in the pile.
I don't have one.
Do we want to
Wait,
put
why
it
don't
in
you
my
have one,
bag?
Gorbel?
No, just leave them there.
It got stolen from Rory.
Who has
Or
it?
he lost it or something. I don't know.
Well, somebody else is probably paralyzed in town.
Well, I'm gonna go get eyes on. Where did you see this? Where did you see the silhouette or this man or this figure?
it was
whatever.
over-
Describe the latitude and
It was
longitude.
2.3 clicks east of our current position.
He describes it as being on the, which would indicate the kind of along the catwalk there on
the catwalk.
the city walls. Tomar and Willem
Seth.
Jesus.
I'm going to be doing healing
Pinwin.
spirit, though.
I'm gonna need you guys to
What
give
the
me
fuck?
charisma saves.
Pinwin said he's doing healing spirit. He said he did it before you said that.
Okay, that's why I waited.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
I'm fine.
This is the stupidest end, Seth. Charisma save.
28.
Well, how much should you heal for first? Do your healing.
Doing the healing first. I'm still outside, aren't I? Oh, awesome.
no,
Great.
Gorbel dragged
Fantastic,
you
because
in.
I was like, cool.
And they took his brooch off?
Yes.
Okay. I got 28, by the way.
Okay, gotcha.
Didn't heal enough.
How much did you heal?
8 HP.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna keep going, but
So now do your charisma save if you haven't
Okay.
already.
so 22.
22. Okay. And Willem?
19.
Okay.
Even without the pins?
Not like this.
You guys are going to take 22 damage, psychic damage.
All of us?
We're getting close, boys and girls.
Yes, all of you. And
I'm at 2.
you're at 2?
2
Whoa.
HP.
You got 20 for your... Who? You got 19, right, Willem? You got 28, Tomar? And then you got 20, Pinwin?
22.
Or 22. Okay, so Tomar, you have thrown off the effects of being paralyzed. Willem, you are still paralyzed.
All right, I'm going to fly really quick. I'm going to scoop up the brooches, all of them. I'm going to run out the door, and then I'm going to say Karag, and I'm going to disappear to the Belderak.
Okay. We'll get back to you in a moment. You guys just watch Tomar just like turn into like a blazing flame and disappear, almost like the fucking Back to the Future streaks. Just
Nice.
all right.
I'm all alone.
So
There's no one here beside
what are you doing, Gorbel?
me.
Except Willem.
Well, shit. Do I need to stay here and heal you
You're
guys?
with me now?
Should I go or are you okay?
I thought you had already left.
I have no idea at this point.
Mirrorluck steps forward.
I can watch him if you like, or I can pursue this knave, but you tell me what you want me to do.
How can you heal them at all?
My healing spirit is still going, right?
Okay.
You have to concentrate on it.
I mean,
I need-
no, I'm
So
not
you need to
doing
roll a
anything
saving
else.
throw since you took damage.
Oh,
Keep an eye on them.
Okay.
I rolled a
I can do that.
19.
Please come and get me if things get worse.
I will do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Pinwin's
I'll be
healing
back.
spirit is still there.
Get him, Gorbel.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
So every like 6 seconds for like a minute or something.
Gorbel, I'll be better. Go.
Okay, I'll be back, you guys.
Be safe.
All right.
Tell
so
us
you're heading off.
everything.
Yes.
Okay. You as you exit, give me a perception check.
God, am I ever going to do this right?
Actually, right before she goes out the door, I'm going to say, Gorbel.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
It's already done.
This is just going to have to be good old-fashioned luck, you guys. It
I was
wasn't
going to say, that didn't even sound like it rolled. It just was
17.
one of those, like,
There's not even a zero on this die.
it's somehow on one of its
It's
sides.
fucking
With a
zero.
17. With a 17, you're looking up, and it takes you like an extra moment. You think you're just trying to get your bearings. It's urgent, and you're gearing yourself up to run, and you see what appears to be a silhouette slipping over to the other side of the wall.
It's over the other side of the wall, guys.
Pursue. Destroy.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, do I have to pass the crowd at all to do this?
They're all the way on the outside of the city, so it's a pretty empty town right now.
Make sure to utilize Shadow. He can be your eye and your ear.
Not your
I don't
nose,
know.
though.
And your nose. He's got it. No.
Okay. All right, so that takes you like no time at all to close the gap. You like you are racing like through the cobblestone streets, and you like blow past the two guards that are waiting by the door, and they're like their cloaks and stuff are just like as you just strike through, and you can see running across the kind of the expanse of the valley in the big empty area that is kind of covering until you get to like the camp of all those people out there. You can see a form running. If you had to describe it, it would look like a naked gray man. Almost.
Ew.
Is
It's
this
Roger from
Voldemort?
American Dad.
Is he running like the Titans, like all floppy
Oh, I
and
hate
stuff?
that.
No. Actually, the way that this person runs is very like systematic, very measured. As
So
they
like the
run.
Liquid Terminator.
Liquid
Yes.
Terminator. Or I was going
Ugh.
to say, like, it's been a hot minute since I watched it. So not like the regular Titans, but the German Titan, the tank Titan.
Oh, right.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
But you can perceive they're fast. They're actually very fast, but you might be as fast or faster.
I'm going to think to Shadow and say, just stick to the outside and jump in when you need to. Try and stay in the shadows.
Shadow.
I know.
Yes, master.
How is he, like, in terms of speed, how does he match up with Gorbel?
Not even close.
Not even-
Yeah,
like
he's not.
half?
He's fast. He's faster than probably most of you
Right.
guys. But yeah, no, there's nobody faster than Gorbel.
Right. But, like,
Gorbel's
half?
like that kid in Incredibles.
I mean, it's fine. He's just, like, chilling.
Don't you also have a boon that makes you even faster?
Yes.
Used it.
Yeah,
I
she's
think.
like lightning.
Ooh, I
Perfect
don't know.
person to
Flash.
chase somebody.
I don't know. How close am I to them?
80 feet.
80? Okay, barf. I need to get closer.
Well, you could probably close that gap pretty easily.
I need to do so.
Okay, so you start pursuing your, and you can be. How close do you have to be?
Well, I'm deciding what I want to do. And
Well, it's a very. You might have to do that very quick because this is a very.
is there
urgent
okay,
situation.
so I'm thinking about using wish and
Wish?
paralyzing. Is there anything that does that?
It can.
I mean, you could. It can do
I mean,
anything.
like, but
Yeah.
what are
But
my
when-
ill effects?
there.
And you'll
well,
have to roll.
you can. Okay, so you can use wish to do the effects of any spell that exists
Yes.
at any level.
Yes.
And
But
there
there's
won't
the
be
danger.
there won't be there won't be a caveat to that. There'll be a caveat to wish if you do something outside the bounds of
Oh yes. Okay.
spells.
But it is. Yeah. Keep
It'll
in
be
mind,
really
like, it
taxing
is-
on you using it. But
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, that's a big spell for a.
Okay, fucking.
I mean,
well,
you
I mean,
absolutely
don't
can.
tell her not to because if
No, I'm
there's-
not. I'm just letting her
there's-
know. Like it's a big spell.
If there's anything that will stop that thing, that would absolutely do it.
yeah.
God, what is the paralysis spells?
Is there a spell that lobotomizes?
Can you... Hypothetical question. Can you get bardic inspiration through telepathic bond?
No, you
I
have
don't know
to.
if it specifies you can't.
Oh wait,
Do they have to see
yeah.
you or be within a
'Cause
range?
guidance. You
I
have
don't think
to
you can
touch.
cast spells if you're paralyzed because you can't move or speak, and that's like vocal and somatic components.
I'm not talking about this situation. I just was thinking
Wait,
that.
I
Pinwin's
was
paralyzed
responding to
again?
Billy.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying if Gorbel cast like hold person at 9th level at it, then
He was responding to your statement. If they get paralyzed, they might not be able to
Oh,
cast
gotcha.
spells.
yes, yeah, they would not be
He jumped back.
if they failed.
But what if
the
they've been
saving
practicing with Snape in the closet about casting spells with their minds?
Okay, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna put a 20-second timer on here because this is like a very.
Well, I
urgent
told you what I was
scenario.
going to do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna have to use my wish spell because I
Yeah.
actually don't have anything else that I can really
Okay.
do.
All right.
And I'm going to try to paralyze this.
Okay. What spell are you gonna use to paralyze?
Well, I don't know. I don't.
It would be hold person, and I read the wish spell because I don't know if they need to save. I think it might just work.
I believe you're right, but let's go ahead and read it.
The mightiest spell a mortal creature can cast by simply speaking aloud. You can alter the very foundations of reality in accord with your desires. The basic use of this spell is duplicate to any spell of 8th level or lower. You don't need to meet any requirements in that spell, including costly components. The spell simply takes effect. Alternatively, you can create one of the following effects of your choice.
Which we're not going to do, right?
Create an object. Yeah. No.
Yeah, you can just skip all that.
No, I'm not going to do any of that. The stress of casting the spell is to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. After enduring that stress each time you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage
But yeah,
per
you'll be
level.
Yeah,
You're
because
fine 'cause
using
you're just
an
taking-
existing spell already.
Okay.
You're not making
And it
one
said
up.
the effect of a spell, 8th level or lower, right? That's what it said. So then it should just work.
Yeah.
Like that's my interpretation.
Gorbel, so you cast Wish, and you're using it to cast Hold Person? Mm-hmm. Any particular level? I guess it probably doesn't matter for Hold Person, does it?
You can do up to 8th, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
8th level.
I don't know
It's
what
gonna be
changes.
so cool.
Yeah. Might as
Yeah.
well. Just a
Extra hold.
It's like
I'm gonna be
different-
It's just like
conservative
the
with my
levels of
potion, go
hairspray.
first level.
How do you cast it?
I'm so jazzed.
I kind of bring, as I'm running toward the figure, I bring my hand up and then kind of slam it down through the air, and I say, drop.
And so as you cast it, you're running, and it's like all of a sudden you start casting Wish, and the air around you almost gets hot, and almost as if, and anybody who would be watching at that time would see like a kind of a filmy, like out of focus, almost like you're standing next to a jet turbine kind of effect around your body as your hands in the air. It's almost like there's a tiny, like miniature thin tornado that kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's almost like you're pulling some power from somewhere else, and drop, and the person ahead of you just freezes up and stops moving.
I race up to it.
You approach, and you see what appears to be some sort of construct. It's gray, though. It looks like it's made out of like gray stone. Its eyes are glowing kind of like an iridescent green. And it's held together with like different pieces of metal and like gears and stuff like that. There you don't see any like cording. This doesn't look like one you've seen before.
I think back to the group. Guys, I caught the figure.
What is it? Who is it?
It's a construct. But I don't think it's one of ours.
What does it look like?
It's made, it looks like it's made mostly of stone, some metal here
What does
and
the
there.
stone look like?
It's like a really dark gray. It's got like some veins in it of black kind of going throughout.
Does it look like the stone that we saw when we were in the, was it the Duragar city? Karagar. God damn it. I always go the wrong one. I'm like, I know
That's
it's...
all right. Duragar would be the dwarves.
Yeah.
Like what stone in particular? I mean, it definitely... Gorbel could tell that it looks like old ancient stone, maybe similar to what you saw on the Belderock.
I described the stone to the group.
We're going to switch to Tomar. Okay, Tomar, you appear, I assume, at the Soul Forge.
I'm
And
mid-flight, by the way, and I fly right towards the edge of the rock face, and I just huck them into the flames.
and you can see that there's some dwarves and gnomes that have started working there. They all see you and whoa, and they back away as you come like soaring in, and you throw it into the forge. You said,
Yeah.
All right.
And these are the pins that Rory made us?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of a sudden, there's just like a energy explosion expansion that is very contained, and then goes back in, and then there's like a sound like a crack of thunder, just like a from somewhere. You're not sure, but then there's just like a little puff of vapor that comes out of the Soul Forge.
And I kind of like fall back down.
Willem, you find yourself no longer paralyzed.
Guys, I think I can move again.
That's good.
Good.
It worked.
Tomar, what'd you do?
I threw him into the forge.
Excellent thinking. All right, Gorbel, where are you? I'm coming to you.
I'm outside the gate. I have this guy held.
All right, I'm on my way. Pinwin, you and Shadow? Coming?
Shadow's already out. I need to heal. I need to heal really bad, so I will when I'm a little bit more recovered.
Just stay safe. And
You
we'll
too.
come back to you, or you can come to us if we're still out here. All right, I'm on my way,
Hey,
Gorbel.
Willem.
Yeah.
Willem, wait.
What?
Willem, hey. Mwah. And I'll blow a kiss and give him bardic inspiration. you know it's good. It's
No.
good.
Girl, you know it's it's.
Gunshot. Yeah, so headed to Gorbel.
Okay, Gorbel, you are standing in front of this frozen creature, and now you can see that it was like 30 feet from the beginning of that camp of all the people. So everybody's kind of coming out, and like staring and watching, trying to see what's going on. There's a lot of muttering going on, and they're all looking at you. And you see this like human guy kind of peek out. Hey, what's going on? Is this a bad guy we gotta take out for you?
I think I have it handled at the moment. Just keep your distance.
All right, everybody, back up. Wolf of Moonreach needs some distance here, but just know. And he kind of like shoulders a bow. I can shoot it if you want. You just say the word, man.
I appreciate that. It's ma'am.
Ma'am, that's what I said.
Not man.
No, that's you misheard me. Anyway, back up, everybody.
Okay, so how tall is it?
It's about your height.
Okay, so can I see where maybe like a stone would be put into a construct?
Where normally, you can give me an investigation.
I'm investigating.
All right, please do.
I'm doing an investigate.
At that moment, Shadow finally catches up to you, but
bitch, on a
keeps his
stick.
distance.
It was a 6.
You don't see a spot at all for where a stone could go in. This looks like what you can tell from that very limited investigation. I mean, it's a very bizarre thing to you. You're not even sure where to begin, really.
So she's been describing this thing to us?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Does it resemble an actual humanoid? Or
yeah, it's humanoid in shape, but it's construct looking as well. But yeah, humanoid looking construct. Yeah, you don't see like a point that something could be like deposited like the ones you guys found before. But you're pretty sure this is some sort of construct. But it's obviously bizarre. And the stone, you're not much of a stone lore type person. You spent some time around the dwarves. It's definitely old looking, though. Like, that's very unique and not normal.
How long does hold person last?
Up to 1 minute. When you cast a spell using a slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target an additional humanoid above 2nd level. They must be within 30 feet of each other. So you have a minute.
Ooh. Okay, I get to work tying it up.
Okay. So you start securing it with rope? Mm-hmm. Okay. And while you're doing that, Willem finally arrives, like about almost a minute later. You still have just a touch of time before it activates.
We don't have a lot of time when it's going to be paralyzed, so I'm trying to get it secure so it doesn't escape.
Okay, what do we know about it?
Bitch to take down. It's a construct. It's not a human, but I don't see anywhere where you can,
It's being controlled remotely?
put the essence. I can't tell. Can you see anything?
I look around for like the familiar slot where we stick like the stones and stuff.
Yeah, give me investigation.
19.
Yeah, you don't find any slot where a stone would be like deposited or anything. It looks like it's some other apparatus must be controlling it. But you also see that very small in its hand with that investigation, there's like a little button that its finger is hovering over, and it's like a little like circular gem, and there's a gold gem, a blue gem, an orange gem, and a white gem on there with a central piece in the center where its finger is hovering over, as if.
What is
Yeah,
that?
I'm going to try and wrest it from its hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it's
Connected.
pretty well in there. I'm going to need you to do a sleight of hand.
Cut it out.
probably the
27.
ouch button. So it's pressing the
27?
ouches.
Okay,
And we can use
you notice that it's kind of wedged in there, but you're able to very carefully slip it out of its grasp without activating anything. And you hold it. It looks like, it's like a flat piece of metal with 4 gems around it, and then a central kind of basically like brass-colored, what appears to be like a kind of button.
It's an archaic,
and just as
Simon
you're able
says.
to. Yeah, that's exactly
right.
what it is. And just as you're able to wrest it from its hand, the creature kind of activates again. But it doesn't act violently. It just kind of moves like it's trying to continue to go forward. And then Gorbel, it snaps and looks right at you. Its eyes kind of like flashing with that greenish color.
Do I have time to react?
That's all it does.
Oh.
So yeah, you can do whatever you want.
And it can't speak or communicate, can it?
doesn't appear to be trying at this point.
I'm going to try anyway. Who sent you here?
She just poked.
Does that sound like a spell?
Yes.
No, but your translator begins to translate.
Yay.
You would recognize Dwarvish if you heard it, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Dwarvish. You even picked up on some of it before your translator started working, like little clips of it, and it just says,
Hand me so I can finish my mission.
And what is that mission?
Destroy wolves of Moonreach.
Well, you see, that is where we come to an impasse, as I am one of the wolves of Moonreach, and I do not wish to be destroyed.
Yeah. Wolf of Moonreach.
and it kind of tilts its head a little bit, and its eyes start like flashing.
I get my wolf blood blade and I stab it in the eye.
It's restrained, so
Yes, eye
you're gonna have to
lasers.
give me a. I mean, it's gonna be critical. So, wait, it won't be critical if it's restrained. Sorry, but you have advantage to
Uh-oh.
attack it in the eye.
25.
All right, your wolf blood blade goes right into its eye, and all of a sudden, it just kind of goes limp.
Nice.
Yay. You get that.
Maybe that wasn't the best choice.
No, I was gonna follow suit, and I was gonna go for the neck. So, good job.
But it was talking to us. I don't know who sent that. Fuck.
Guys,
What happened?
We're gonna have to regroup.
I recommend you bringing it to the temple for now. And I have some partial bad news.
What?
I can't come back until tomorrow.
Tamar!
Rest up. We all need to regroup and rest up, and we'll try and figure out what this means, who sent this, and what we need to do about it.
Also, Willem knows about this, but you guys don't. I kind of told everyone in the crowd that y'all were going to be at the tavern tonight.
Well,
to
we're
do
not,
that.
so...
Keep doing that to him. You guys should go here, and then I'm not going to deal with it.
We
I'm
already
gone.
wasted a bunch of time with your meeting before.
But it might be...
You are the worst tour manager in
be-
existence.
It'd be great if they weren't mad. They were just like, wow, they're so mysterious.
It might be beneficial to do it, though, because Rory might not have been the traitor that we were...
Sure.
Stop trying to
referencing.
defend him.
I'm saying that might not count. We can't assume that we're in the clear.
Well, I'll get
Well, I don't think
Helion.
we'll
I
ever
can
consider that
get in
we're
there.
ourselves in the clear.
Like, we have time before... I mean, we have 8 hours, right? Before nightfall?
Probably like 5 or 6.
No, before nightfall, you'd probably
Oh.
you guys only have like 3, because it was getting like everybody's getting ramped up for it.
We could show up fashionably late
That's true.
after we rest.
Sure.
As you guys are kind of chatting, Willem and Gorbel, you see kind of a disturbance over outside of the training area. Looks like a crowd of people kind of coalescing around one point and kind of moving. And Pinwin, inside the temple, Mirlock kind of tilts his head, and then he looks over at you.
I'm not sure, but I think something bad's just happened.
And you guys
Really?
watch, and you see the kind of the crowd start parting, and you can see that one of the big guys is kind of moving through the crowd, and he's holding something in his arms. His 2 other companions are like kind of flanking him, and everybody's kind of like around them, and everybody's chattering very excitedly or something. Give me a perception check, both of you.
Found the
Right.
brooch.
14.
14, and Willem?
19. Again. I keep rolling 19s today.
19.
Reliable talent.
Nice.
It's a hell of a drug.
And then, so you guys see there's a form in his arms as he's carrying it up, and the guy His hood's back now, and you can see his full face, and he looks very concerned, and everyone around looks very concerned. And it's a small, he's big, so it's going to be small looking anyway, but you guys look, and you guys can see in his arms is the corpse of Nugget. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, man. Why are you killing everyone?
Whose favorite was Nugget?
Mason.
Was
Or no,
Mason?
illegal.
Mason's going to be so mad at you.
Yeah, screen really
Oh,
loved
how
Nugget.
dare you?
Whoops.
So anyway, how much did I heal?
Making us
How
look
many
like
minutes was that?
assholes.
Yeah.
Probably a couple, like maybe 2 minutes total that transpired.
Doesn't it only last for a minute, the healing spirit?
No, I thought it keeps going.
No, it has a time limit.
I think it's a minute, unless it's an
It's
hour.
either a minute or like 10 minutes.
I'm pretty sure you told me it keeps going.
No, we already covered this when you were in the bar healing from your last time you died.
Oh, man. She's going to have to cut out every time I'm talking about healing more. Why did I think that, though?
Because you dumb.
Got him. So it does repeat. It's just only till a minute. So yeah, why don't you guys tell me what you deserve 5 points of boon for?
Almost died again?
For staying in character and wasting all my really big resources on things that don't come to fruition.
Pinwin might have to write a song. It was 5 planes. Now, had a song about that. Now it's 5 near-death experiences.
I once again
man.
pried
You
Pinwin
need to
from
get-
the clutches of death.
You got to
You
get
did.
tattoos on your heart for all the times you've
Aw.
died.
I'll tattoo the face of each person that saves me. Mika, or Gorbel.
Warming Rory up for interrogation, thinking to destroy the brooches in the Soul Forge.
Yep.
Not doing terrible at communicating with a large crowd. Which I was fully expecting to happen.
All right, you guys can each take 5 points of boon.
I'll take it.
Meatball.
Meatballs?
Meatball.
Meatballs sound dope right now.
All right, now it's time for tonight's MVPC, the most valuable player character.
Do we really have to vote?
Yeah. I want you guys to think of who deserves an additional 5 points of boon. Now, for the audience and your benefit, Willem is 1, Tomar is 2, Pinwin is 3, and Gorbel is 4. I'll give you a moment, and then we will vote on the count of 3, holding up the number of fingers indicating the person you would like to vote for. So take a moment if you need it, and then we will vote. All right, everybody know what they want, who they want?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, 1, 2, 3, vote. All right, keep them up. I've got 2 votes for Tomar, 1 and 2 votes for Gorbel. All right, so we've got a dead even split. All right, Willem, why'd you vote for Tomar?
Because he literally saved us all. He thought and acted quick to go to the Soul Forge and destroy those brooches and save our britches.
Very nice. Pinwin, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
I just realized Nugget sacrificed himself for us, and now I'm way sad.
He didn't sacrifice himself.
He could have actually
He
stolen
could
that.
have. Yeah, he could have stolen it, and so he could basically sacrifice.
He didn't know
No,
what they
they-
were going to do.
Everyone
He
thought they were
stole
for
it.
protection.
Yeah, he stole it to be
Okay,
a prick.
that's true.
And ended up dying, so he got his comeuppance,
Okay.
if anything.
Sorry.
Shit, brick
Okay,
nugget. Sorry.
I voted for
Speaking ill of
I
the
voted
dead.
for Gorbel because I almost died again, and she saved me, which was great because I'd rather not be dead, and preferably. And then Lindsey thinks the wish spell was way dope. I was really
The wish
excited.
spell was
That
super dope.
cool.
No, that makes sense.
So
This is good that
cool.
this was split.
Gorbel, why'd you vote for Tomar?
Destroying the buttons.
Button crusher.
Aw.
Button crusher.
All right, very nice. And Tomar, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
I'd like to add that I almost died too. I was sitting at 26 HP.
Oh, Jesus.
Things were real hairy there.
I was right behind
for
you
a
with
second.
31.
Yeah.
Damn, guys.
And we had
Sorry.
we haven't had time to rest at all. Like we keep going, I want to rest, and then
I'm like, no.
Another
just keeps
baddie.
fucking happening.
I was only 19 points away from being at full health anyway, and I still got
Yeesh.
getting owned. I vote for Gorbel because she did a good job interrogating Rory, and she just zoomed up and caught that construct and probably made the smarter choice to stab it in the head. We can probably salvage it in some capacity anyway, but yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
take
just
it back
get
to the
Rory
lab.
to. Oh.
Well, I was his apprentice, so
We're gonna take it back to the lab. We're gonna run some tests, put it through the system.
dip it in vinegar.
We just
Pickle
good
it,
friends.
eat it.
Some people like constructs better pickled.
All right, so that means tonight's MVPCs are Tomar Ironfist and Gorbel Icetower. Take your 3 points of boon and go on to a better life.
How many points of boon do we need for another boon now?
100.
Oh,
Okay.
I have 56.
I have 53.
I have
I have 20.
35.
It's a slow crawl,
I'm crawling with my head.
But I'm
Just
but
like
I
think
definitely
you'll-
want to win that plaque at 100
yeah.
honorary.
Yeah, I'm
It just
hoping
says boon
the
on it.
100 rank one will be something worth getting 100 boon for. And waiting
You
for.
hope.
I
crawl
hope
with
that
my
you
head
guys
really
consider it
fast.
that.
If we even get there.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, we could die in the next episode.
Or we
From
could win
light.
D&D before it
Yeah,
happens.
we might win D&D before then.
Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Once again, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/D20_syndicate. Check out those tiers, look them over, see if there's anything that is provocative enough to get you to, join up with the syndicate.
Slovacative enough.
Yeah. Hallel Slovacative. That's a Red Hot Chili Peppers reference for y'all. Anyway, yes, also,
So cool.
if you like what you hear, please consider giving us a review and a rating on iTunes or wherever you find yourself listening to this. We really appreciate those. And if you do leave us a review, we will read it on the podcast. So that's a extra special benefit just for doing so. Other than that, thanks to Chad Piper for that awesome intro song. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. And once again, thank you so much for listening and continuing to participate in this podcast. Those of you who have been checking out our episodes, so we really appreciate that. And we'll see you next week. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Sayonara.
Goodbye.
Save the little people.
Poor Nugget.
Wait, you guys are getting paid? I think I'm going to start referring to myself as such, unvarnished and ungarnished.
Ungarnished. Just put a
Ladies.
fake
That's-
leaf on you.
That's naked me, unvarnished and ungarnished.
Coarse hair like a cheese grater.
I like the idea of you being
Brillo pad.
garnished, though. Like you just have a tiny little garnish on your head.
Mistletoe.
Your Snidely Whiplash's dog.
You're so good at that.
It's all my years as a child having asthma.
Yep. I was just gonna say.
Did your asthma
You
go
did
away,
that.
Billy?
It did.
Oh.
The doctor
and
I
beat it
quote.
into submission.
No, I quote, the doctor said, "You grew out of it."
Did I look like an asthmatic kid?
You looked like a booger eating kid.
Ew, why? Why?
Because of your bowl cut.
Way.
I worked that bowl cut.
My living nightmare.
Christopher Lloyd rolling into my town.
Eating an apple with a knife, which granted I started doing after that because I thought it looked really cool.